Multi, good job.
Hello, hello. A lot of early birds today. Thanks everyone for showing up. All right, flooding in. Great, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen early this time. Okie doke, let's share that screen. All right, excellent. Well, for everyone who is right on time, thank you very much. You guys are always impressive. We're gonna do some random shout outs down the line. Hello, Amanda, Angela, Annie Marie, Chris, Clint, Courtney, Derek, Fran, Jackie O'Day, Jaden Brown, Jamie, Jesse, Katrina, Mackenzie, Mindy, Natasha, Rob, Trixie, and of course, Sherry. And a whole lot more. Sorry if I didn't get to you there. I'm JD, I'm the CEO and co-founder of ThankView. Excited to be presenting on the subject here today on the topic of video requests. Excited for a few reasons. One, just because it's a feature that is becoming more and more useful, especially, and I apologize, my little daughter Sunny is a baby, so she cries a lot. This is just a feature that is becoming increasingly more useful, especially as we're not all together. So excited to show you kind of how it works. If you don't have it yet in your account, can show you how you can reach out to our team and get that set up so you can start doing this yourself. How you can collect these videos, how you can then review them, edit them, and then send them back out. And also gonna preview kind of how the next iteration of video request is gonna look and how you can start using it in a more even in a social aspect. So a lot of things to cover. We're gonna get started around 1:05. So I'll repeat myself, so apologies if you're hearing me say this twice. There is a question and answer section. So if you do have any questions during the webinar, again, we have about an hour on the books. I don't think it's gonna take us an hour to get through everything, but if you have questions, go ahead, drop them in the question and answer. I will get to them at the end. And as we're waiting, why don't we just go ahead in the chat and just say, let's everyone tell me where are you coming in from today? Where's everyone at? I'm here in New York City. Hello from NYC. Ray, Kentucky, all right. ATL, Atlanta in the house. Indianapolis, Bloomsburg, all right, there we go. Danville, New Hampshire. New Hampshire was actually the trivia answer for. We put on a pub quiz with my family last weekend, and New Hampshire was the answer of where did Adam Sandler grow up? New Hampshire. We got Mobile, Alabama, New York as well, West Haven, nice. I grew up going out to Brantford. I love that area of Connecticut. A lot of Alabama, ton of Alabama. Hello, everyone from Auburn. St. Paul, West Lafayette, born and raised. Jackson, Tennessee. Michigan, Wyoming, with a question, with an exclamation point. That's the only way you can write Wyoming, with an exclamation point, I'm pretty sure. Tempe, Ohio, fantastic. Wow, we got people from all over the place. Well, I hope, and Quebec, hello, hello. I'm hoping everyone is staying indoors, healthy, sane, Chicagoland. I know we have, I know it's tough, especially during these times to, no matter where you are, obviously here in New York City, we're really feeling it. You're very much in the center of things. I think really for our sake, we're lucky that we get to stay inside. We get to kind of work from here. Definitely feel for all the nurses and essential workers. Definitely appreciate my delivery folks way more, and that FedEx guy and the mail woman. Very thankful for everyone. So, that's great. Well, thank you wherever you're calling from or watching from. Thank you for joining. Iowa, also another exclamation state. Great. Well, this is going to be good. So we'll get going in just about a minute. Again, just reiterating for everyone, question and answer, there is a module down there. please go ahead, drop your questions in there. I will get to everything. If I don't answer it during the conversation, I will get to it at the end. So 2 things we're really going to look at today. And okay, I'll give it a second and we'll get going. I'll present here. All right, let's get going. All right, so hello there again. I am JD. I'm the CEO and co-founder here at ThankView. Thank you for joining me today on this subject. This has just been a really popular topic. Sunny loves it. And especially with everyone working from home, be able to actually collect and get the content you want to use, then send out to your donors, to your alumni, whoever it might be. It's becoming increasingly harder. With video requests, we make that process really, really simple. And we have some kind of new versionings and new features with our video request function that I think will make it even that much more useful for you moving forward. So 2 things we're going to do today. We're going to talk about how you can use video requests. If you don't have it in your package yet, how you can get that in your package, how the process works, very simple and straightforward. But then we'll also look, once you get the videos, what you can do with those videos, how you can combine them, how you can create new content out of it, and then taking that content and then pushing it to your new audience, whoever that might be. Again, it might be going back out to your donors or your board, whatever it might be. So we're going to talk about all that, and I'm going to show you how easy you can do all this in under 5 minutes. So let me just put a little asterisk. The process takes 5 minutes. Sorry, 1 second. My dog is being a rascal. Here, let me get him. Sorry. This is Smokey. He looks about as guilty as he is, so there he is. All right, Smokey, you sit down. Okay, so the process of requesting the videos is going to take you 5 minutes. Getting all those videos is going to take you a little bit more time, but I'm also going to show you how we can use some features, some automated features to gently remind, I like to say auto-pester people who do not do things on time. We'll show you how that process works too. So, let's see. Oh, before I get to that, let me go ahead and just make sure. Last little chat. My house every day. I get it. Well, thank you. Yes, the work from home situation, and sometimes the doorbell goes off. So apologies if real life kind of seeps into our made up professional life. So, all right, let's begin. And one thing I'll say is at the end of this demo or the end of this webinar, I will send the recording to everyone. You'll have a version of the recording. The deck slides I'm going to go over, there's like 3 of them. You don't need the deck, I promise you. But just everything I'm doing, if you do have a ThankView account, which I believe everyone on the call here today does, follow along with me. If you don't have the video request feature yet, I'm going to show you how you can get it or reach out to request it. But everything I'm doing is exactly what you'll be able to do. The only difference is I am going to preview a new look and version of the video request, which you won't have yet, but it will be coming in the very near future. Okay. So the agenda. Go over the introductions, introduce myself, go over the basics of how you use ThankView, the equipment you're going to need to do it. Then we're going to create our campaign. We're going to request those videos, and then slightly edit those videos, and then we're going to get to the questions and answers at the end. Where did I go? Oh, there we go. I was missing our mission statement. So I always find this to be very important to restate every time we do a webinar. Our mission statement is to build lasting relationships, especially through video, on behalf of those who make the world a better place. All of you here on the webinar today, you are working on behalf of those to get a better education, to get more opportunities. So thank you for the great work you do and allowing us to exist and do the work we do on your behalf. So thank you for that opportunity. Thank you. We're 5 years old. We service people within the areas of higher education, independent schools, nonprofits, and healthcare. We're just about at 1,000 clients, which is super exciting. And really want you to think of us as your GRM, your gratitude relationship management. So not only are we the thank you platform, but really sending those updates, the birthday reminders, again, the request, there's a lot of robustness to the platform. So that's definitely how we hope to present ourselves. Questions? All right. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to jump straight over into the platform. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So what you're seeing right now, this is the view that you'll see when you sign into your platform. So again, if you're following along at home, please go ahead and I would encourage you to pull up and kind of move along as we go through it ourselves. So once you're signed in, a few things to take note of. If you are new to the platform, if you really have a lot of questions, you need to learn more, there's these get started options up here. The video walkthrough, very straightforward, will help you with every step. If you need a question answered, go ahead and you can start a conversation. And this is where I'll pause and say, if you do not have video requests in your campaign or in your account, reach out, start a conversation right here and just say, how may I add video requests to my account? Do that. Someone from my team will reach out and we'll provide the pricing and the options there for you. There is a cost to it if you don't have it in your platform, but again, everything is very, very reasonable and adds a lot of functionality to the platform. Question there is, how will you know if you have the video request campaigns or not? Well, let's go ahead and start by creating a new campaign. Once I click in, you'll see all the different campaigns you have available. So in here, we see donor thanks, appeals and solicitations, video requests. That's the third one in. So if you do not see video requests, that means you don't have it in your platform. Again, reach out. We're happy to set it up for you. You'll also notice all the other campaign types that are in here. But before we get going on creating this campaign itself, a few ways of which you can use ThankView. Today, we're using it on our desktop, but it works the same way on any mobile phone, any iPad. Doesn't require an application, so iPhone, Android, whatever you're using, it'll work on. And the equipment you'll need. Again, we really recommend keeping it simple. It's not so much we found that the quality of the video is not what matters. It's actually the content. The lo-fi, quote unquote, like this video that I'm shooting here and on your phone, we've actually seen those get higher engagement rates than the very glossy videos. So while you can use professional DSLR and take really nice video, if you have a webcam, if you have a mobile phone, that's all you need. If you really want to get fancy, maybe you want to get a tripod for your phone or a nice flat surface for your computer, either one works, which is really great. Let's go ahead and create a campaign. So we're going to go ahead and start by creating a video request campaign. Name the campaign whatever you'd like. So I'm going to go webinar. What day is it today? 29th. Jesus. Well, where did April go and how long has April been happening? It's one of those weird time continuum things. All right. So let's click in. So with video requests, one thing I should mention right at the top, with every other campaign type, there is a step where you are adding your videos, because that's the kind of thing about our platform. It's all about creating those videos, being able to create the personalized messages or more generic messages. With video requests, there is no need to add any video to it. In the future, perhaps will we allow you to add a video to give a little more explanation as to what you're looking for? Perhaps. But you'll see here in this, this campaign type, there's only 3 steps. We add our recipients, we choose the setup, then we send. Because really the meat and potatoes of this campaign is that you're sending out the requests and then you're waiting for the request to come back into you. I should also mention, so everyone on the webinar, I'm leaning in because I want you to know that I'm serious about this. This is a group participation. So you are going to get a request. It is going to be a personalized request, and I'm going to ask for you to send me back a video. I know some of you are hem-hawing, but please, you can even, if you want to push it off to the side and be like, hey, so this is what happened with me. Here's me answering your question. I'd love to see your face, but if you want to kind of just be off camera, it's totally fine too. All right, so let's get to creating our campaign. First thing we're going to do is add our recipients. So, in normal scenarios, this might be scholarship students who you want to thank specific donors. This could be faculty members or the dean or your board members that you want to record specific messages. Whatever your audience is, you're going to have the 3 kind of ways of bringing that audience in. The first is through spreadsheets. So I've gotten pretty much everyone here that's on the webinar. I know Jaden Brown and some people from Auburn. I'm sorry I didn't grab you on the list because thank you for signing up. But a few people aren't going to be on this list, but almost everyone on the webinar is going to be on here. So we see we've pulled in our first name, our last name, email or phone number, because we can send this as a text message or an email. We can pull in other information, such as the company they're with. We can even pull in custom merge field data. So, we have some pretty generic column headers here, like ask amount, birthday, anniversary, gift designation. But you have the ability now to add custom merge fields. So you can see here that we have do Android stream of electric sheep, favorite T Swift jam, and request subject. So mine is perhaps the most boring, but you can really kind of pull in any sort of merge fields you want. I'm gonna go ahead, pull everybody in. All right. So we pulled in people that way. We can also add people manually. So I could go ahead, add myself in here, or you could even go with a list. So maybe there's someone you want to use over and over again. You can just pull that list straight from here and then reuse it. So this could be your live events. These could be your scholarship students if you're going to be contacting them often, different sports teams or clubs, anything of that nature. I'm also going to use this later. I'm going to go ahead and save this list. So I'm going to say webinar list. Video request webinar list. There we go. So a few of the things you'll notice on this page, you've got this engagement score. So from 1 to 5 stars. We'll get to this when we get to the metrics. But the more engaged a member is, the more they watch, the more they share, they respond, download, all that stuff, the higher their score is going to be. That's aggregated over time. So if you send out 10 thank yous, over time you're actually going to see that star rating go up and down based on their engagement over time. Other things, which thankfully doesn't look like we have any issues here, if anything is an invalid or undeliverable email, perhaps it's bounced in the past, or there's some information that's missing, you'll actually be able to filter that out too. So you'd actually be able to see your invalids, or if someone's missing a merge field. We'll kind of get into that a little bit later. All right, so now that we have our recipients, we move on to the second step. So on your settings page, this is where you're going to be choosing things such as your subject line. So I'm going to go ahead and say a video request from JD at ThankView. The sender name I'm going to say is JD Beebe. I want to receive replies, but maybe you want, you have a multiple, your entire department. You want everyone kind of reviewing the responses that come back, because anyone can respond back, with their videos. So you'll go ahead and choose who you want to receive those responses. And now if this is the first time you've used ThankView or used a video request, you notice a few little different changes. So instead of just being body copy, kind of like a written message, this is now asking for your instructions. So in here, I want to personalize the instructions to you, the recipient, right? So I'm going to say, hi, first name. We would love for you to share a personal story. You reply with a video telling us about, and now previously in my import, I put a request in a column. So what information I want each person to talk about in their video. So here, I've gone and dropped that merge field in it. So for Audrey, you might be getting one request, and for Tiffany, you might be getting another request. So let me just go ahead and show you what I mean there. So now we see, hi Amy, we would love you to share a personal story. May you reply with a video telling us about the most important relationship you developed during your time at school. Whereas if I click to Whitney, you're being asked, may you reply with a video telling us about why you chose this school over all others. So as you can kind of see, as I'm updating it, it's showing different requests from different recipients. So that's how that's going to work. With a question mark at the end. Now, these are the two other kind of special things about the video request. Maybe I need these videos by a certain date. So let's say I'm going to give you till next Friday, right? So there's my due date. The person who's receiving this is going to see that due date. And then perhaps my favorite feature is the auto-pestering. We call it automated follow-ups. I call it auto-pestering. So 3 days before it's due, if you don't respond, if you do not send back a video, you're going to get an email saying, reminder, a video request from JD at ThankView. If you still don't do it, 2 days before it's due, I'm going to go, all right? And then finally, 1 day before it's due, sweet baby Jesus, please, right? You can choose how you elevate the conversation. I find sweet baby Jesus, please tends to get a good response. So now I'm going to respond to those people. And the fun thing, I think it's fun, in those reminder emails, it'll actually show a bar graph too of how many people in the campaign have already sent back their video. So there's a little bit of social shaming. It says like 70% of people have already responded back. You don't want to be the last one to do it. So it kind of helps spur people on and make sure they actually do it. All right. So moving on to the last step. Again, you'll notice there was no need to add any videos. Okay, so you'll see there's some video content that's kind of associated with the landing page they're going to see. Let's go ahead. I could schedule a test send so I can kind of eyeball and make sure it looks good, or I can select everyone. I can schedule for a certain time in the upcoming year, but of course I want everyone to get it right now. So let me do that. Hooray! Ooh. How do you recommend ThankView? I'm going to give that a 10. This is the greatest platform of all time. I hope that's useful feedback. So that pops up. That's our NPS score. I'm just juicing the numbers a little bit there. But now you'll see, oh, it looks like all of our thank yous have already been delivered. So again, what's really nice with video requests is because there's no video associated with it, they send out very, very quickly. So another nice thing you'll notice is for those that we're requesting from, obviously all the people here, everyone on the webinar today, you are not a user of my platform, but you can still send back videos to my platform. So that's another nice thing about the video request. People you're requesting from, they don't even know what they don't have to know what ThankView is. They don't ever have to interact with ThankView in any other capacity. They get their request and they just send it right back to us. So now, since you guys all have your requests, I'm going to just give a few minutes, a little 2-minute Jeopardy time to let you go ahead, take a look at your requests, go ahead and respond to them, if you would please. So we'll kind of queue up some music. Let me see, we got a little chat. So while we're waiting, question came in from Mackenzie. So is the request based on what you put in the subject on the Excel list that you upload? Yes. So in this case, I have personalized the request using information I've uploaded via the Excel file. You don't have to personalize it to that aspect. Maybe all you wanted to do was say, hi, first name, or even you don't even have to use that personalized subject if you don't want to. You might just want to say, hi there. We would love for you to share a personal story about your time here at X, Y, and Z University. Please reply back by the date provided. Thank you. That's all you have to do. But in this case, I've personalized the request even further. Another example of how you might want to personalize this request is, let's say you're sending a request to specific students who you want to record multiple videos. Maybe you want to have one student record 20 videos for every top donor or every kind of scholarship donor. You could say, hi, scholar's name. Please record videos for all the people on this list. And then it could have, you know, my list has 10 people, and then Smokey's list has a different 10 people. That's another way you could think about using the kind of personalized element of the request. So again, I'll go. So while we're doing that, again, everyone, give me more time. Answering a few questions. Recorded by staff member. We ask recipients to use the video platform. Video when we make the request. So Jesse writes, Emory has used regular ThankView campaigns to request videos as well. And you're saying you get a better response from it because you can include the video. That's great feedback, Jesse. That's something I'll definitely take back to the team. I know it's something we've kind of played around with over time, so I really appreciate that, that feedback. Sherry Roten writes, what is your typical response rate? It totally varies, Sherry. It depends on who you're asking. It depends on when you need it by, the complexity of it. We do tend to see, you know, I'd say on the low end, like 10 to 15%, but if you're, depending on your audience that you're talking to, that could be much, much higher, especially if there's students that you work with. This is a great way to just be able to have them send video after video after video. Any chance we can add reminder social shaming to other types of campaigns? Not yet, Jesse, but maybe soon. Okay, it looks like some people might be getting just a firewall. So let me go ahead and just show what it looks like. And also, I apologize if you are seeing a firewall message. It could very well be, you know what? Sorry, excuse me one moment. I forgot to send myself one. That's usually a good idea, right? When you're doing this. So the request that I'm sending is actually showing a brand new kind of look and feel of the video request campaign. So let me go ahead and just quickly add myself. All right, there we go. Hop over to the sends. Boop. Boop. Oh, no. All right, so now just allow me to receive my request. Just take a second. So, yeah, and I should also mention, just in case of all cases of ThankView, we do, when you sign up with your school, we do update your DNS settings so it sends the email, it kind of masks the email coming from your email address. We can also whitelist the ThankView email address. So while mine might take a little bit, like might have a few more issues in delivering, yours to your audience probably won't have the same issues because of those updates you've done to your DNS settings and your whitelisting of our email address. Okay, anyway, so here's, and it's gonna be a little buggy because this is still kind of early phases. We'll be rolling this out soon. Is we see JD has requested a video. Hi JD, we would love for you, so I could update that, for you to share a personal story. Can you please reply with a video telling us about the most important relationship you developed during your time at school? Absolutely. So, for those who, this is the first time you're doing this, you'll notice that the layout of this is updated. So we've definitely done some kind of upgrades to this process. So here you see the request right there. There are my instructions. If you do have questions about how to record a video, we have not only kind of the step-by-step of what to do here, but we also have this video that kind of gives you some tips.
So you've been asked to record a thank you. That's great. Here are a few tips that'll have you recording like an absolute pro. You can record a thank you on any device with an internet.
So that's my co-founder, Keith, and he's explaining, and it kind of goes on to show you kind of the do's and don'ts of creating a really great video. So once you have that request, you have the ability to record directly, or you can upload a video. I'm gonna go ahead and record directly. And now in this new view, there's a few kind of new great things about this view is maybe I want those instructions to appear like a teleprompter right on top of my video so I don't have to kind of look off to the side. Now I can kind of focus right on the video itself and know what I want to talk about. So let's go ahead and record. Hey, I'm JD, and my most important relationship that I developed at my time at university, of course, is my wife over there with our daughter. If it wasn't for BU, I would never have met her, and I wouldn't have the life I have. So thank you, Boston University, and thank you, Liz. And yeah, that's my story. So I go ahead, submit that video. And then another new kind of little feature, but definitely helpful if you are using this with your scholarship students, is your ability to go back and reply again. So if I wanted to record, if I wanted the student to record one message for donor A, record again, donor B, record again, B, C, D, E, that just makes the process that much faster and easy to use. So with that in mind, let's now go back. And I can see, again, apologies everybody. I realize you guys are all getting kind of burnt by the firewall. Apologies there. But I can go in and I can actually see my video replies right there. So I see that my video reply has come back into my, my video library where I can use it and reuse it. Another thing, let's pretend that that had worked a little bit better. Now I have all this video content in my library. Let's pretend these are all the replies I just received. So maybe I want to go ahead and combine the videos. So let's go ahead and combine this video with this video with this video. Put a little crossfade in it. That was totally random, but you know what? I'm kind of liking this video. So Andrew obviously is not a huge fan of the cats, but that's okay. So there we go. So now we've combined those videos and now we've got a brand new video there. So in another scenario, that could have been all the different replies that I just got back as a response to this campaign. I'm gonna go ahead real quick with everyone because I apologize. That's the brand new looking version. I'm gonna redo this on the current version. So hold tight, you're gonna get your request again, and we're actually gonna do this in real time. So let's go ahead. Right. All right. Let's do it. Bum, 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 bum. Please tell us about pull this in. Oh, Lord. Sorry, everybody. I'm moving a little too fast here. I got a little discombobulated, so my apologies. Let's try this. Let's try this again. Okay, let's say this is, I'm gonna pretend like this is our favorite Justin Bieber song. Sorry, everybody. Mine, of course, is Baby, Baby, Baby. Okay, let's try that again. Please tell us about favorite Justin Bieber song. This will work a lot better once you get it. All right, so let's go ahead and schedule these out. Okay, so apologies for the first go around. I was excited to show you the brand new look and feel of it, not realizing that you probably wouldn't have access to it because it's not live yet. But now you've just received another request from me. So go ahead, check your inboxes again, and I will give you another few minutes to respond. So while we wait for the responses, I'm gonna go ahead and check the chats. Video replies. Chris Bogan asks, can video replies be routed directly into a folder so they don't clutter up all the video tabs? Currently, Chris, no, they don't, but they do go directly to the replies video tab. That's another good piece of feedback. I will write that down. I'll make sure I collect all these questions. And let me go ahead and do that now. And get back to you with an answer there. Ooh, that's gonna be tough to sort through, but we can do it. Again, go ahead, check for your new requests. The pricing list on the request feature. Truthfully, I do not know. That's something to, again, success@thankyou.com. Reach out to them or your success manager if you know who your success manager is. Go ahead and reach out. They'll be able to provide you with all the pricing there. So Andrea, go ahead and check your email again. I will have just resent this, resent these requests. So we go ahead and, okay. So it looks like a few of you have opened up your request there. Looks like we don't have any replies yet. I'll give you just another few minutes. And Janzel asks, the change is nice. What I'm finding is hard is when I get the videos back, I have to go into each video to see who it is personalized to. I'm worried I will match the wrong one. Does that make sense? Is there a way for each video of the videos to be matched to the people we're asking them to record the videos to? Janzel, it looks like Jesse has answered a question here. But yes, we are also working on kind of some ways to make that process easier as well. So there's a little less guesswork involved. Certainly something we're working on. So let me go ahead and reload. Okay. Looks like we got one video reply. Oh, there we go. There's Aaron McGonigal. Excellent. Well, thank you, Aaron, for that reply there. So, a question just came through from Mackenzie. Mackenzie, once you string your responsive videos back together, are you able to export them to post to social media? Yes. So this is another big thing that I wanted to get to. So with both the requests that we just did, the reason I wanted to show you the new video request is, in addition to kind of the new look and feel, we're also going to make it easier to, at the end of a request campaign, so in this view, make this a public-facing page. So the nice thing with video requests right now is there's no need for the recipient to re-enter any of their information. Because if I send it to JD, I assume it's going to be JD. It's a safe assumption to think that JD is going to be the one to send it back. With this new look and feel, you will soon be able to take a link, a public link, and then share that off to social. So you can actually even request videos from your social channels. And if anyone responds back, they then have to put their name and email back into it. But let's say you go ahead, you combine some videos here. And Aaron, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and use yours. Let's see if we got any more. All right. Got a few more here. Excellent. Thank you for the folks who have just sent their videos back. So I'm going to go ahead, combine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Leslie, Jennifer, Chris, Alex, and Aaron. I'll go ahead and combine it. Excellent. So now that video, once it's done processing, oh, and Melissa, sorry I missed you there. In your video library, any video that's in here, you can export to social media. So right now, it's not, there's no like share to Facebook, but here's how you go about doing it. Let's say I did want to go ahead, I'm just gonna keep on going with Aaron's video here. I go ahead, I download the video. There we go, download it. I save it to my hard drive. And then once I'm on Facebook, let's go ahead. I can then go ahead and upload that video. And Aaron, don't worry, I'm not gonna post this. There you go. So there you have your video right there. So that's how you can take any video from ThankView and then put it onto social media. But great question, because we are also going to be looking at easier ways from your video library. So once you kind of have your content and I'll have it in your library, how we can make this process of getting it from here to your social channel even easier. So eventually having a button that says share to Facebook, share to Twitter, you know, anything of that nature. So that's going to be another feature that we are introducing soon. So that's how you request videos. That's how the videos come back into your account. That's how you can then take your videos and combine them all together. And then, honestly, I think with the time we have left, I don't know that it's important to then show how you use that video and send it out to the same audience. But you know what? Let's go ahead. I'm going to grab this video. Why don't we do it? So I'm going to go here. Now that we have our video that we created, so that nice montage that we put together. Now in under 5 minutes, let's see if I can do it. There we go. That's all I need. Everyone's on the demo. That's all good. I'm going to select everybody. Oh man, got a whole bunch of videos from people coming in. Thank you for everyone who sent their videos back. I'm gonna go ahead and take this video that we've already combined together, and I'm gonna send that off to the entire audience. So voila. So just like that, we've requested videos, we've combined the videos, we've created a new campaign, and we sent that new combined video out to the entire audience. All right. Well, I know that was a little discombobulated, and I apologize. But again, just to state some of the things that are coming and are happening, this brand new environment, this is going to be launching very soon. The toggling instructions, so having a simple kind of overlay or kind of reader on top of the video, making it easier to know what you want to talk about, that's going to be coming. Making this whole experience sociable, so you can actually take a live link, drop it on your social channels, and collect video content from your social channels as well. That's going to be coming. And when I say coming, that's going to be very soon, in the next week or 2 weeks. And then to review, once I grabbed that great content, and I'm going to go ahead and just keep combining videos. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Let's go ahead and combine you guys.
This is very easy. It's exactly what we've been needing.
I love it. This is great. So I've gone ahead and combined that video. And now you're easily able to combine the videos right here from ThankView Experience. And then right now you can download that video, push it to social, but very soon we'll make it easier to be able to share from social right from your video library. Woo! Okay. I just said a lot. Again, real jumbled all over the place. But let me go ahead and now answer some questions. So I'm going to start with the Q&A questions, then I'll move over to the chat. Oh, okay, we answered everything on the Q&A. Great. Let's see. Laura asks, can you show us how to be able to use generic links to use on social media or a newsletter to request videos now? I thought you were going to show us a workaround or how to do that today. Laura, yes. Unfortunately, we scheduled this webinar with the hope that that feature would be live today. It is not yet live today. I really do apologize, Laura. That is going to be something that you'll be seeing in the very near future. And I believe, Laura, I know you had something you had to do for tomorrow. So I do apologize. What you could do, here's one thing you could do. This is not by any means perfect, but if you take, let's say you create a user in a campaign, ideally perhaps using your email address, but have the name of the user public person, right? So it says, hi, public person, or whomever. So I can still grab this link, right? So even if I'm sending this link to, in this case, JD, I could take this link right now, and I could push it to social. So I can go over here to social. Let's get rid of Aaron's video there. And I can drop the link right there. So now this link, I could use this on social and push it out. The issues being, anyone that then replies back, it'll assume that it's coming through JD, or it's becoming through the public persona. With this new link, and again, I apologize, I was hoping to have this live by today, you will be able to share the same link, likely from the campaign experience, and then it will ask for the information of the recorder. So it'll actually kind of work backwards. So anyone can respond. and then they'll give you their contact information so you know who it's coming from. I hope that answered your question, Laura. And I'm happy to, oh, thank you. I'm happy to, I'll alert you the second that's live, Laura. So how about a side-by-side feature, like an interview session? From Katrina. Katrina, write me afterwards, jd@thankview.com. I don't know exactly what you mean. I'm interested to hear your thoughts or kind of what your idea is. And certainly we can work on that. Ooh, let's get off Facebook. Not like I'm on there enough already. Well, that's really it, folks. This did take a little longer than I thought. Again, I apologize. We did a little jumping back and forth right there. But with the video requests, the new version, I was really excited to show it to you. Laura, I'm sorry we weren't able to get all the features that I wanted to show today by the end of the day or by today's webinar. But be on the lookout. We're going to be sending out emails when we have new features and new functions. They're always going to be rolled out via email. One thing I will do, since we're on Facebook, remind everyone of, is leave the page. Head over to the ThankView partner community. This is where all of our partners, we encourage you to all come underneath one roof where you can share examples, ask questions, participate in polls, learn about new features. This is a great place to kind of get an inside scoop. We have nearly 1,000 users in the community. So if you want to kind of get real answers from real users, not just the spin that comes from us, and we try to be as honest as possible, you can do that here in the community. So I highly encourage everyone to do that. We do have another question from Janzel. And to about what Laura just asked, when the link goes out on social, will they be able to send their info back to us, including some personalized questions of them? Currently, Janzel, the way I believe we plan on rolling it out is it would only ask their name and email. I don't know that we'd be asking other personal information about those recorders. But again, drop those, if you have questions or in the, maybe I'll do that as well. In the partner community, if you have other features or functions that you want to see, drop those requests into the community as well. We're listening. We have ears everywhere. We're constantly listening to what you want, like alumni years, etc. That's an interesting idea, Janzel. So I will take that idea too. Let me go ahead and add it to my list of things to talk to the team about. All right, and it looks like maybe we got another question over here. Oh, Katrina, how about the interview setup side by side? Yes, again, if you have, if you can email me, jd@thankview.com. Would love to learn more about your idea there. And last thing I will leave everyone with is, I suppose, two things. I'll also be sharing this. You might be sick of me talking about this so far, but at the beginning of the COVID crisis, we did put together a shared document for all of our partners to be able to view and add to. So here in this document, let me go ahead, get out of that. You're going to see a bunch of ideas from other organizations on how they've been using ThankView to address all these different kind of new use cases or things that have happened because of COVID, as well as see almost 80 examples from different organizations. Since COVID has started, our partners have sent over 500,000 messages on the topic of COVID and coronavirus. So certainly, we've been really, we've really felt honored to be able to be a platform that can share this very important information. So this document will be shared too. You can jump in here, add your own stories, ask questions. There's a lot of contact information from people. So again, you can go straight to the source. And then finally, I highly suggest that if you don't already, go ahead and check out medium.com/thankview. This is our blog. You can also get to it through the thankview.com website. This is where you're going to learn about new webinars. We put up webinar recordings. And the main kind of entry I wanted to show you was the tutorial videos. So everything that I cover in these webinars, I then try to also cover in a short, about 6 to 7 minute video, most of which you can find right here. So this is a great way if you just need a refresher, or if you want to see more requests, you want to see more tutorials, you can always go in, leave me a message. We'll get that message and I'll go ahead and record that new video for you. All right. Well, again, as always, woo, told you, right on time. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. Shh, quiet, quiet. I appreciate you taking the time to learn about video requests. Again, sorry for the snafu. Be on the lookout for the new look and feel that's going to be rolling out in the next week or so. I love everyone's feedback, so thank you for your ideas. Smokey is busy being a guard dog over here. Shh, Smokey, Smokes, come on the boat. And that's it. I'll leave you there. Thank you so much. If you have any other questions or you need any other help, reach out to me, jd@thankview.com, or your success manager, success@thankview.com. We are here to help at all times. We really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. Really, yeah, and I love that you guys love the new format. I love it too. The design team has done a really great job of putting everything together. Aaron, gold star for being the first one to respond back. And thank you for everyone who did respond back with their own reply. I really appreciate it. All right, I'll be sending out that email later today. Take care, stay safe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.